Hi, I had this dream 2 nights ago, but I was reluctant to tell you about this, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So, this dream had two parts. In the first part, I was imagining or creating new planets. I imagined this golden yellow planet whose landscape was made of geometric shapes. So there were like semicircles and lines and bubbles, and I was enjoying the creation of this until something else happened, and I met some people. And this is the second part of the dream, and in this second part, one woman came to me to give me the idea of an alternative planet, and she explained this would be a planet mainly made of water, so we would live in water, but no problem, because she had this transparent helmet and we could breathe easily inside those helmets. I looked at her and I stopped her. I said, no, don't go on. I already know this, because I dreamt about someone telling me about this water planet and us wearing these helmets in order to breathe 2 nights before. And I was remembering the dream in this dream. This is rare to me. Anyway, I woke up feeling anxious, and the first reaction was fear, and I was thinking, oh my God, this is a message. They're telling me that our time on Earth is over and we need to find another planet to live on. So I felt incredibly anxious, but then I stopped. And this is why I'm telling you about this now. Because why do we always have to have fear and anxiety as the first reaction? Why do we always have to go to the worst case scenario? I know it's survival instincts, but it's not good. And so I'll give an alternative, more positive possibility. Maybe in other dimensions, as I learned in the past months that I am an interdimensional being, maybe in other dimensions, my role is to imagine alternatives, to create new templates of existence, to find new ways of living in the universe or in other universes. And maybe this woman was talking to me as a human being when she was speaking about a planet made of water. Water represents emotions, and we all have emotions that we need to heal, trapped emotions, traumas from our past or from past lives, or intergenerational traumas. So let me tell you this. When she spoke about the helmet and I interrupted her because I had been given this idea already, but not because I didn't want to hear it twice, because I remembered that when I heard it the first time I felt really claustrophobic. See, I am a little claustrophobic. I got this from my dad, who was more claustrophobic than me, and he had asthma too, and one of my kids has asthma, so this might be an intergenerational trauma that I am here to release. Maybe she was telling me this. She was speaking to me individually and was telling me, it's time to release this trauma. You are free to breathe. You can come up with an idea of a water planet and breathe in water, because in other planets, who knows what we can do? Because in other dimensions, we are in different vessels, we are in different bodies, and in other bodies, I could easily breathe in water. So I can release this trauma. And I also think these deep emotions might have been released or might have come to the surface 2 nights ago, because if you look at the Schumann resonance of a couple of days ago, it was crazy. There was a great release of energy and everything is connected. And I, as many of us, I'm sure, was probably picking that energy up, and something deep was stirring inside me. And that's always a good chance to let things come to the surface and work with them. So I'm here asking you, do you ever get these weird dreams about planets, about living on other planets and now finding other options? Would you like to help me find other positive explanations for dreaming about imagining new planets, or coming up with solutions different than Mother Earth? Might it not be that those solutions are not for this life as a human being on planet Earth, but for when we are not humans in other lives we might be interdimensional beings who look for planets because that's their job. It's a job like any other, right? Have a great day.